Hey guys, it's Leo here, and today I have the unenviable task of trying to explain the concept of money, the very complex topic, and narrow it down as much as possible in order to understand whether Bitcoin is money and how effective it is as money. So we currently live in a global society. For a global society to work, for any society to work, it requires exchanges to be made. We're constantly exchanging things to each other. That is the primary function of society, to allow us to exchange things in a cooperative way. So we don't have to constantly fight, steal, and do all this terrible stuff to each other. We need some sort of technology. We need some technology that would just make this possible. How about money? Turns out money is a technology, the perfect technology that humans spontaneously create in order to make this possible. What money is an abstract token that represents the human communication of value. When we give money to each other, we're communicating to each other. Money is a language. How crazy is that? Effectively is the language of value. Why is this so important? Well, let's take a look at prehistorical human society. We had clans, and clans formed to tribes, right? Our brains are very well suited to function in a 150-person society. But what happens when we have to make business with another tribe, people we don't know? No, we don't trust them. We don't have the trust, conflict erupts, and for the majority of human history, you have conflict, and you just have tribes fighting each other. That has been the majority of human history. The way we scale human society, the way we create cooperation on a global scale is by introducing money, an abstract token that we all accept as value. So we see money has to do with language and trust. Now, let's take a look at the three forms of money, at the three most recent forms of money, what traits they have in terms of money, and how they compare. To do that, let's quickly go back to Economics 101. So, according to economics, there's three fundamental traits of money: unit of account, medium of exchange, and store of value. Let's take a look at gold. Let's start with gold. Okay, so gold is a good unit of account. What does unit of account mean? Well, a unit of account is the way we can measure all the other goods and services in society by using that one form of money. And we did that with gold. And in fact, we pegged currencies to gold, a store of value. And this is where gold really excels. It's scarce, it's hard to mine, you have to put a lot of effort to take it, it's very hard to forge. We can use it as a reliable store of value as a result. Medium of exchange, and that's where gold doesn't quite scale to the global society we require. It's hard to carry around, it's heavy, and because it's so valuable, it's a very tempting target of attack for thieves. So we have to move past that. So we moved on to fiat currency, paper money that's only backed by central banks. It's a very good unit of account because it is shown to be stable in value. In fact, we price things in US dollars in a global market. You know, we talk about the petrodollar because petroleum is priced in US dollars. You need to buy your petroleum with dollars the majority of the time. As a medium of exchange, fiat is much better than gold. In fact, it's much more efficient. We can transact cash with each other, just paper instead of heavy ass metal, directly to each other, or now with electronic money, we can just transact from bank to bank across the globe without having to ship gold in freaking containers of ships. As a store of value, that's where fiat falls short because of inflation. If you hold cash, over time it's constantly depreciating in value because of inflationary policies pursued by governments. That means, to make it simple, governments are constantly printing more money. So fiat falls short as a store of value. Now Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a great store of value because it exhibits the same qualities of gold, even better. It's even harder to forge. It's even easier to secure if you know what you're doing. It is deflationary. There is a limited supply of it, just like gold. It actually was designed to be a lot like gold, but better. So it's a great store of value. But because it's so volatile, it's a terrible unit of account. We cannot use it to price things in Bitcoin because one day it's worth this, then one day it's worth that. It's terrible in that sense. As a medium of exchange, Bitcoin has great potential. It can be even more borderless, more faster, and better than current fiat. But the way the network is, we can only do about 7 transactions per second. Visa can do 100,000. We can minimize the need for trust, and we can cooperate more easily. So we see that money is very important. We then looked at the 3 qualities of money: unit of account, medium of exchange, store of value, and we compared the 3 most common forms of money with each other. We saw that in the current fiat system, we have a great medium of exchange unit of account, but as a store of value, it's quite bad. And it's getting worse all the time because governments are always printing more and more money. We're all going in more debt, and debt is generally paid by printing more money. So our currency is currently falling in value at a faster and faster rate. Whereas Bitcoin, it's an amazing store of value, but it's still got a lot of kinks to work in terms of making a global currency. So do keep that in mind when deciding whether to invest in Bitcoin or not. In the next video, I will talk more about the actual traits of Bitcoin as a currency and where it gets those traits from. I hope this video was educational. I hope it explained to you guys a bit about money, especially the concept of money as language was something that really blew my mind. I will have links below for you guys to check out to learn more about money and to further expand about this concept. Okay, Livio here. Peace out.